secrets. In this video, I compiled my most common questions I get from clients and potential clients about weight loss, and I'm going to dish it out for you. So if you're new to me, my name is Misty, and I have been coaching women on how to prioritize themselves, take better care of themselves, regain their energy, lose weight since 2015. I took a little bit of a break because I had some personal issues going on. Last year, I went through a divorce, and now I'm back here on YouTube, and I want to share with you some of the most common questions I get around weight loss and getting your energy back, feeling good again in your body. So drop me a comment if you are watching here. Let me know, what are your biggest questions around weight loss, specifically for women? And I typically work with women anywhere from like 30 to 50-ish. And so I wrote down a list of all of my common questions, and I'm going to reveal my secrets. Actually, I'm putting together a free PDF download with even more of my secrets. So if you want that, comment below, because I'm a Scorpio rising. If you know anything about Scorpios, I got the secrets, and I dish the tea for the people who are closest to me, my clients, and I don't hold back. So the most common question I get is, how do you stay motivated? This is a loaded question. I have so much to say about this. So many of my clients, they want to lose weight, but maybe they're feeling stuck or stagnant. They're not motivated. And so my first question is, if you're not motivated, maybe it's you set the wrong goal. Like, a lot of times we won't be motivated if we set a goal that we don't actually want to do, right? And so are you actually motivated by the goal you have set? And two, are you motivated by the how you're going to get there? So hello, thank you for joining. A lot of times women that I work with, they are stuck in this loop of the diet trap and going on this diet roller coaster of joining one fad diet to another, to another, to another, with little to no results. And so they have this loop going on in their brain of, I've already tried this, I've already done this, and I don't know if I can do it again. I don't want to keep doing the same thing without getting results. And we also have this loop of, I want to lose weight, but I don't like the healthy foods that are on most meal plans, or I don't like to work out. So we're automatically talking ourselves out of the goal before we even get started. So where do you get your motivation? One, are you motivated for the goal you have set? And two, are you motivated by how you're going to get there? So hello, thank you for joining. I'm talking today about my most common questions I get about weight loss and energy management. I work with women, usually typically 30 to 50, and the number one question I get is, how do you stay motivated? And I do offer personal astrology readings. So how I'm motivated is not necessarily how you're going to be motivated, but that is something I can look at in your natal birth chart. And for me, I have Mars in Libra. So in your natal birth chart, we can look at your Mars placement, because Mars is all about drive and action and ambition. And for me, I have Mars in Libra. So Libra kind of gets a bad rap about being a little vain, right? Because Libra is ruled by Venus, which is all about beauty and aesthetics and love and relationships. So I know for me, I am more motivated when I'm getting dressed up, when I can go buy a new outfit, when I can buy a new workout outfit. I'm motivated by looking better. I'm motivated by feeling better. But I'm not going to tell you that's where you get your motivation. We can look at your astrological birth chart and personalize that for you. So that is something I'll offer. You can drop me a comment below, and if that's something that you're interested in. So the second question I get a lot is, how can I lose weight without exercise? So a lot of my clients, when they're just getting started, they're not necessarily working out, like not going to the gym. And many of them do lose weight. They do go on to drop significant amount of weight, just implementing food and increasing their daily activities. So as we increase their energy, because they're eating better, because we are managing their time and putting themselves first and managing their stress levels, all of a sudden they have more energy to play with the kids in the park. They have more energy to go for a walk. They have more energy to do housework around the house. So yes, you can lose weight without exercise. Oh, I live in your neighborhood. Oh, okay. So you can lose weight without exercise, but eventually I would want you to start moving your body more. So yes, you can lose weight without exercise. First, I would want you to dial in your nutrition, focus on, what are you eating and how much are you eating? Are you eating enough? Are you not eating? Are you eating too much? So that's where we would start. And the third question I get most often is how to lose weight at home. So this kind of goes back to the previous one, is how can you lose weight at home? First of all, we start with nutrition always, and we dial in your nutrition. We make sure you're not eating too much and you are eating enough, because most of the women I work with are not eating enough. The average woman typically eats around 60 to 70 grams of protein per day, and that is typically not enough. So, and then there's plenty of exercises that you can do at home. Like when I started losing weight and working out, I started at home. I was running an in-home childcare center from my house, and I did not belong to a gym. But what I did is at nap time, I got in a short workout, or I would go for walks like in the evenings. So there are things that you could do at home, squats and lunges and push-ups. These are all body weight exercises that you absolutely could do to get started working out at home, even if you don't go to a gym, you don't belong to a gym, or can't get to the gym. You stopped exercising. Is there a particular reason why you stopped exercising? So, very common question I get is, I'm eating very little. Why am I not losing? So this is a common theme with women that I work with, because we think, or we've been taught from diet culture, that we need to eat less to lose weight. But eating less and less and less and less, and then eventually your calories are all the way tanked. This is why you probably don't have energy, because we get energy from food. And also, if you're not giving your body enough food for energy, it starts to go into starvation mode. So no motivation. I get that. Yeah, I get that a lot. So if you are not giving your body enough food, your body goes into starvation mode, and you will not lose weight. You will not lose fat, and you will always be hungry. And then what happens is, because you're not eating enough food during the day, at night while you're sitting in front of the TV, then all of a sudden you're snacking and eating stuff that really you shouldn't be eating because your body is signaling, I need more food, right? So that is a common question, and we fix that with the women that I work with. We talk about how much food you really should be eating and get you on a nutrition plan that, you know, has your energy up because you are eating enough food. So I'm talking about the most common questions I get from clients and potential clients regarding weight loss. I typically work with women around between 30 and 50, and I've been coaching women since 2015. So, what is the best workouts for weight loss? So, this is a common question I get. What workouts should you be doing for weight loss? Number one, you should be doing some kind of strength training. I don't care if you're lifting weights, it could be body weights, this could be even like yoga, CrossFit, something where you are using some kind of resistance to build muscle. So a lot of women are afraid of building muscle. They're afraid to getting bulky, but I feel like the industry is changing a little bit and more women are being open to building muscle. So this is a shift that we are seeing in the industry. In the fitness industry is women are starting to gravitate towards building muscle. And the thing is, muscle burns fat. So if you're not losing weight, you want to know what workouts you can do to lose weight, I would suggest adding in some kind of strength training. Again, if you're at home, you can do squats, lunges, push-ups on the floor. Or if you're at the gym, you can lift weights, and I do recommend you start lifting heavier weights. The 5-pound dumbbells are not going to get you the results you want. Also, a huge proponent of walking, but you essentially want to do some kind of cardiovascular exercise. This could be swimming, running, jogging, sprints, or walking. This is going to get your heart rate up and it's going to get you in that fat burning mode. So let me know, what are your questions regarding weight loss? We have a few more, but I'm going over the top questions I get, and I do have a PDF download for you that you can get, and I'll drop the link later, all about the secrets that, you know, my secrets that I give to my clients regarding weight loss. So the next question I get a lot is, how do you break a weight loss plateau? So there is a reason why you're in a weight loss plateau, and our bodies are like machines. So if you have been eating the same way for a long time, or you've been working out really consistently for a long time, that's great. But your body starts to learn what you're doing and it wants to be more efficient, so it burns less calories. So what you're doing may have worked before, but now it's no longer working. And the thing is, you got to switch it up. You got to switch up your diet, switch up the way you're eating, and or switch up your workouts. So if you've been doing, let's say you've been lifting weights 3 days a week and you've been doing cardio every day, maybe you just need to lay off the cardio a little bit. Maybe you need to replace one of your cardio days with more weight training. Or you may just need to adjust your food intake. Maybe you need to eat more food, or maybe you need to eat less food. So there's different tweaks that you can do. You can also, as far as your workouts, you can change the intensity. So if you typically just walk at a steady state, you can start to incorporate jogging. You can start to incorporate sprints. This is just a way to kind of mix it up and trick your body into not being so efficient and not trying to guess at what you're already going to do, because your body gets more efficient. Fasting, squats, push-ups, and bike. Yes, no sugar, cookies, and candy. Great. Yes, sugar is a really big one. So another question I often get is, hello, thank you. Hi, Eric, how are you? Today we're going over my most common questions I get regarding weight loss. Been coaching people since 2015 on and off. I mostly work with women, but I have also worked with men. So how to stay fit while you're traveling. So traveling is so tricky because all of a sudden you're eating out more, right? Because maybe you don't have a kitchen. I prefer to stay at Airbnbs and I can go grocery shopping and I can still kind of maintain a little bit of my meal plan. If that's not an option, obviously there are healthier things on different menus that you can get. Make sure you're eating enough protein, making sure that you're limiting your carbs, because a lot of restaurants or eating out may have, just excess carbs. I think weight loss plateau happens in weight loss when you reach a certain weight. It can, yes, it can. So staying fit on vacation, yes, you want to monitor what you're eating and how much, but also I like to stay active. So incorporating any kind of activity, even if you don't have a gym at your hotel, there are ways that you can continue staying active, like walking. You can walk a lot on vacation, depending on where you're going. I just took a vacation to Hershey Park. I took my kids there, and all day we were at riding roller coasters in the amusement park, and we walked a lot. But taking the stairs, parking away from where the store, all of these simple tips that I know you've heard over and over, but they all really do add up. And also when I'm on vacation, sometimes I just like to get a mini body weight workout first thing in the morning before I go and do other things. So let me know your questions about weight loss. I'm going to be going live every day now because I talked about this on my last live. I really can't upload videos from my phone right now because I need to clear out space on my phone. So problem solved. I'm just going to go live on YouTube here so I get to interact with you, and you can ask your questions live and I will answer them, or I will find the answer for you and come back and make another video. So let me know, what are your questions on weight loss, increasing your energy, especially if you are a woman over the age of 30, and I will come back tomorrow.